Alright, right now we're gonna showcase another click and echo combo, and now you'll know how you're supposed to use it practically. You do not open the swap frog in your starting hand, so draw phase, we go starter, always. We go for the blue, for the blue. And then effect, we search for the red since we have the jet in our hand right here. Then we go standby phase, main phase, special the red, special the jet, effect of the jet, Spright double cross, there it is. Then we go, we can play around bestials here. So yeah, let's maybe play around the bestials here. So let's summon Gigantic, and then normal summon the beaver, use the beaver's effect. If you do it that way, they probably won't chain the Biru until you activate the Gigantic, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that was 4 summons, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, so either way. I just want to have a body to tribute with red to negate a Nibiru, potentially. So anyways, Gigantic effect now. We get the click and echo, and since it wasn't summoned via its own effect, we do not have to reveal our hand. So it's just there. Now we go for this. We go for Mannequin Cat. And then we go for Link 2. So we can go for a Sprint if we want to get a bounce on the opponent's turn, or we can go for IP Masquerena to set up the potential summon back of the Toad, or we can go for Silhouette Rabbit to get a card that plays around Dark Rule no more. But this card plays around Dark Rule no more, and then you have 2 hand traps potentially too. So honestly, in terms of versatility, I'd probably say let's get the rabbit in this case. And then effect of the rabbit, and then chain link 2, the click and echo, summon to the opposing player's field. So we get the trap card set face down. And then on summon, you activate Mannequin Cat, targeting click and echo. And now, don't worry, you didn't summon Swap Frog from the deck with Gigantic. But now, since effect target, you can summon Swap Frog from the deck this way. And then, Swap Frog does his thing where he gets the Mirror Mage, who gets the Freezing Chains, which reborns the Mirror Mage to give you the Totally Awesome. And then during your opponent's turn on the standby phase, you detach to get the Swap Frog. Sorry, not the Swap Frog. To get the Dupe Frog. And now the Dupe Frog will protect your click and echo from crashing into anything. And it'll protect like a Bestial or something from crashing into your Totally Awesome and killing it. And you activate Totally Awesome and then your opponent special summons. And then Totally Awesome will give you a water, obviously, so you can probably get this. So when they special summon, you can activate, instead of targeting this, you can target the click and echo to bring it back. So that's how you do the click and echo. This combo, I'm going to show you how to use the Mosquito, the man, the myth, the legend, the #1, or I should say #2 extra deck monster. Use your Shadow Mosquito. So we're going to show you how to do that. So to OTK with the Mosquito, you basically need any monster that has 2,700 attack points minimum. If they have less attack points, you can still do it obviously, but it's just less ideal. So with 2,700 attack points, that's 8,100 damage. But with 2,650, that's like you're short like 100, 150. If you have a Nibiru, that Nibiru is extremely big. you can still OTK with just 2 attacks, this plus another monster. So like if they have like 10,000 defense, you can just attack it, take no battle damage, and then attack it with your second monster, and then this will activate to burn them for that monster's attack points before you take the damage or your monster gets destroyed. So no matter what, your opponent's gonna die before you can basically die. Like I was playing against a Centurion player once. He had the Red Dragon Archfiend card that banishes all my cards, and since I already had a counter on one of his monsters before he summoned it, when I attacked him, I activated this first because I'm the turn player priority, and he chained to banish all my monsters. But since this already activated on the field, he burned for 4,000 a second time and he lost. So this card just has many applications, okay? Like, and it can work under a lot of things. So let's show the combo real quick. Okay, you can do it with anything, but you're gonna minimum need 3 monsters plus the mosquito. So discard to inherent special, chain link 1 to send the monster. We're gonna send the one we always send, obviously, and it's gonna be the Mirror Mage, who then searches for the one and only Ice Barrier card in your deck besides the Mirror Mage, which also makes it take a while for you to find it sometimes. Freezing Chains. So Freezing Chains effect, let's reborn this. Let's go for Totally Awesome immediately. And then since the blue and the jet can summon themselves, if there's a rank 2 on the field, you can special and do the Spright combo. So blue effect to search, and then the Spright red and carrot, you also have to have a link to or a level 2, whereas the blue and jet require rank 2 or level 2. Some people don't know that, and I have to catch them sometimes, but it's okay, no big deal. Eco players don't read their cards. Special jet, effective jet, and you're side decking at this point probably. So at this point, you probably go for the Gamma Burst, because this is probably like game 3. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. You're not even gonna need the Gamma Burst, to be honest, to perform this OTK. So let's just pretend. Let's just get Sprite Starter actually, because for the mosquito, you need the most bodies possible, and this helps make it possible. So now we'll do special red. Oh, and these are in attack mode, by the way. Obviously, we're going second, right? So special red, then we do our combo. Then we do gigantic, so we can try and secure this. Let's activate. Let's say they try to stop it, right? Okay, so you use the toad to stop it, and then you summon from the deck Spright Jet, and then Toad's gonna activate to add back a monster. So we'll add the Swap Frog back, and then we will go doing this. Still trying to generate some more bodies real quick for the sprint, and then effect of the sprint, effect of the angler, summon 2 monsters, and then we have a normal summon jet, normal swap frog, no effect. You can also use this before you summon the mosquito to summon the carrot. So now you have your bases covered. So now we summon the mosquito. Attack, usually you attack first with this guy. Attack declaration, attack the 2700 attack monster. Put it right here. And then on attack declaration, activate the effect to detach one to put a counter on the monster. Now, since it doesn't even matter if your monsters get destroyed because you're about to win the duel right now, let's say they imperm you or something, you can go effect, tribute. Alright, now you're safe from the imperm. Because realistically, that's probably the only thing they'll do, unless they have a Veiler. But if they have a Veiler, they'll probably use it on one of your Sprights or something beforehand. And either way, you can still get the 3 bodies required, or sorry, the 4 bodies required to perform this. So now that he has a a counter on him, will attack with Sprint. Activate effect on attack declaration to burn for 27. Sprint gets destroyed, you take battle damage. Attack effect burn you for 27, and then you take damage and destroy your monster. And then attack effect burn for 27, and before you take more damage or your monster's destroyed, your opponent takes his last bit of life points as damage. So that's 81 total. So you win the game right there. But the other thing that's good about this card is kind of like the Tenpai Dragon level 10 synchro, where it says your opponents must attack if possible. And this will activate whenever your opponent's monster declares an attack as well. So no matter what, they have to get rid of this card with a card effect or something before they, if they live and are able to do a follow-up turn. So that's the power of the Mosquito. Sprite Best Deck.